Hello, I'm Joseph-von-Fraunhofer-Str, Head of R&D here at Joseph-von-Fraunhofer-Str, and today I would like to introduce you to our new High Gain UHF antennas. They are a special purpose antenna, mainly for mass participation road race cycling events. Let's go into the details. So they are 45 by 45 centimeters, quite large, and they have a huge gain, giving you long range and a narrow field. This leads to high precision in road race cycling and the ability to capture up to 10-meter wide start lines. The antenna is sold as a 866 MHz and a 915 MHz version, so for ETSI, EU, or US, Australia, Asia. And it comes with a holding clamp. So if you order it, the antenna comes with this piece and with this clamp, and making up an antenna where you can easily mount the antenna to a tripod or some other metal fencing that you have on a typical road race. We sell cables for the antenna separately. Make sure to order them. We have a cable which has the antenna connector on one side and a decoder connector on the other side. And we offer them in two different lengths, a 2-meter version and a 12-meter version. So why is that? The important thing with these antennas is that you don't set them up at two different decoders coming from both sides. If you do that, you will end up with huge interference problems between the decoders. Meaning that if you want to set up a start or finish line, you have to put one decoder on one side and take the 12-meter cable to the other side. Now, there are some other things that you have to understand about this antenna, and that's why we have a sticker showing you the major do's and don'ts. Most importantly, always prefer ground antennas if possible. So if you don't have a good reason why you need them, don't use them. Use our ground antennas. It will make your life much simpler. Huge thing with those antennas is they will read anywhere up to 50 meters out. So you might catch a lot of transponders that you actually don't want. This does not happen with the ground antenna. Further, with the ground antenna you will have higher precision, and the overall detection rates is still best with the ground antenna, especially in running events. This is not for running events. So prefer to use a ground antenna if possible. Second would be you have to set your output power to your local regulations. Contact us if you are unsure, but you can configure your decoder output power in the menu, and you need to make sure that you're within legal regulations. Third, this is a linearly polarized antenna, meaning that if you use the antenna this way, you have to have your transponder orientation this way. If you use the antenna this way, you have to have your transponder orientation this way. Obviously for race result, this is the default. We normally have our transponders vertically. But there are reasons why, especially in road race cycling, you want to have your transponders horizontally, and this is perfectly possible with this antenna. Actually, that's why we designed this mount in a way where you can turn the antenna by 90-degree steps very easily. So, fourth is UHF still needs a clear line of sight between the antenna and the chip. This is important. UHF does not travel through the human body. This is why we say this can be used for road race cycling, where you have lots of gaps between the participants, but I would never use it on a dense start of a running event. And fifth, what I already said, never connect the antennas to two different decoders on both sides. So in our shop, we will now be offering the antenna 2 and 12 meter cable and the tripod separately. Meaning you can select whatever you need. If you already have a tripod, you don't need to get one. If you want long cables only or short cable only, you can do whatever you need. Be aware though that you lose about 3 dB or half of the power on the 12 meter cable. So only use it if you really need it. So I hope you like our new high gain UHF antennas, and see you next time.